Hello, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Okay, welcome today to join my webinar. So my name is Boey, and I'm a consultant from Joey Consulting Group, specializing in Feng Shui. Okay, so right before I start, I would like to understand from you guys, yeah, how many of you guys are actually new that this is the first time ever that you attend a seminar done by me, Joe Boy? Yeah, please type a one if you are not new. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, three only. Okay, there are a few, all right. All right. Are you sure? Some of the name is very familiar. All right. Hello, Karen. All right. How many of you are from my Telegram group? All right, type a two, please. Ah, many. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me again, over and over again. Yeah, I guess this week alone, you have been seeing me like maybe a multiple of times, right? Because I've been doing quite a lot of talks this week alone. Yeah, if I calculated, probably about 5 talks. Yeah, 5 talks only for this week. But anyway, today, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about a topic called Sha Qi. Right, what is Sha Qi? Okay, so let me show you some of my slides that I've prepared. Okay, all right, just in case for those who are very new, that this is the first time ever you listen to my talk, my webinar, Joe Boy. This is my Telegram. Okay, yeah, please do join my Telegrams group, right? Just in case, yeah, you wouldn't want to miss any of a free webinar from us. And of course, yeah, whenever I have time that I will answer some of your questions. If you have any questions, especially questions about Feng Shui, you can drop me a message in my Telegram and I will find some time to answer you, right? Okay, so yeah, so I will be doing a lot of free webinars, maybe once a month or twice a month, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, there will be a lot. So do join my Telegram so that you don't miss it out. All right, okay, and of course, when I have new courses, I also announce in my Telegram as well. Okay, all right. Okay, so what is this word called qi? Yeah, by the way, this is a Chinese word called qi, just in case you don't know. Right. So what is qi? Qi, there is no translation for qi in Chinese, sorry, in English, but the closest to it is actually is what we call energy. Okay, so energy. So as Albert Einstein said before, that everything that vibrates in this world will produce energy. Okay, so just in case you don't know, that everything in this world is vibrating, right? Just especially anything that is on the land, yeah, is vibrating. Okay, so it's just vibrating as a different frequency that we human being that we don't realize it, right? Just like the world is spinning around, just in case you don't know, yeah, the world is the world spin. Okay, so when the world spin, of course, everything within the world will vibrate. Right, not okay, it's just logical. But as a human being, we don't feel the world spin. All right, we don't feel it. So we don't feel the chi, because and we don't feel the energy, right? Because it's there, it's so common in our life that we don't realize it at all. Okay, but the chi around us, or the energy around us, it will affect us. Okay, so it's like if you are in a sport environment, let's say you go and watch a basketball game, right? The energy in the basketball court is so intense that you will also feel very, very excited, right? Not, yeah. So that is a reason that the energy that is surrounding us is also affecting us. Okay. Similarly, you go and watch a football match, you're gonna watch a horse race, yeah, even concert. The feeling is different. So why people pay so much money to watch concert? right? You can watch it from Netflix, but it's a different feeling, right? The excitement, the environment, the energy are not there if you are watching it from home, compared to you when you are watching it in a stadium. Full thousands of people are there. Yeah, everyone is so excited. The energy will also affect you. Okay, so the chi flow that is surrounding our house will also affect us. Okay, yeah. So in terms of feng shui, the reason why we do feng shui is actually so that we can harness the positive energy, right? In order to make ourselves better, growth. Okay, so increase our energy, and also, of course, by increasing our energy, it will increase our health as well. Yeah, increasing our health, it will increase our relationship. Then it will also further increase our wealth capability. So everything is interconnected. All right. Okay. Right. So, however, there are two types of qi, right? Two types of energy. So, of course, number one, we call it the positive energy. It's known as Sheng Qi. In Chinese, it's Sheng Qi lah. And the negative energy we call it the Sha Qi, right? So today I'm going to talk about sachi. Why is it important? Why do I want to talk about this topic? Because I found that a lot of people, some say, oh, some people believe in feng shui, some people doesn't believe in feng shui. Okay, to be honest, whether you believe or not, the qi is still there, right? Whether you believe or not, the qi is still there. Whether whether you like to watch basketball game or not, doesn't matter. If you are in the stadium, the qi will affect you. Correct or not? Yeah. Even if you don't like to watch football match, but if you're in the stadium, the qi will affect you. Right or not? Yes. Yeah. So it's the same. Whether you believe in feng shui or not, the qi around you will affect you. Okay. Yeah. So it's either that you want to use it positively or you want to use it negatively. Because if you don't know, then maybe there are negative qi that you do not know and is affecting you as well. Right? Okay. So today's I'm going to teach you how to identify negative energy or sachi so that you are aware. All right, that's first step. When you're aware, at least you know what to avoid, and you know that you do not allow the negative energy to affect you. Okay, and of course, I'll teach you how some simple technique on how to mitigate or block or divert it as well. All right, okay, guys. All right. Okay, remember, in terms of feng shui, there's only 5 areas in your house that we need to do feng shui. Yeah, only 5 areas. Okay, so what are these 5 areas? So the most important area will be the door. Right? It's written here main door, but actually it's any type of door will do. Okay, any type of door. It can be front door, back door, side door, any door that connect your internal house to the external of your house. So if you're on a high rise, so you have to consider the balcony as well. If you are landed, then look at the door. A high rise, consider the balcony. Balcony also is a balcony door we are looking at. Okay, so these are the area that you look at. Most important, door. Secondly, balcony, which is also a door. All right. Then also stove. Your location of the stove will determine how healthy your family are. All right. Okay. So which means if your stove has negative qi or negative sa qi, it will affect all occupants' health at that, or everyone. All right. But someone will actually feel it first. Yeah. So who will feel it first is not in today's topic. Is depends on, like, maybe if the stove is located in your Grand Duke, then you will feel it first. If your house has a missing sector and if your life gone, then you feel it first. All right. Then is according to the later heaven bar gua. So each gua also represent a certain person in the family. Then by knowing that, then you also know who will be affected as well. Okay. All right. And then of course the bedroom. All right, the bedroom. So bedroom and study room, the sachi is similar. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about bedroom. So you replace the bed with the study table. The sachi is similar. Okay, so yes, learn how to identify sachi, then learn how to avoid or mitigate it. Then at least you have less problem in your life. All right. Okay. Why? Because if you have sachi, minimum problem is like maybe day to day your life will have a little bit of problems. All right. Okay. Like for example, you have a car accidents like don't know 2 times a month, and then your house or air condition start to give problems, your water heater problems, your fan problems, your lights problems, your TV problems. Yeah, so everything costs money. Not only costs money, it costs time as well. Okay, so that is the minor problem. Major problem, there might be a robbery, theft, and also health issue. Okay, the worst case of course I've seen is actually cancer. Okay, yeah, so yes, I do have clients, they are mid-30s, late 30s, even or some yeah, early 30s also, yeah, I've seen before, yeah, having diagnosed with cancer. Okay, so if then when you go and analyze the house, then you see a lot of sachi there. Okay, so which means that now I teach you how to identify and I teach you how to mitigate it. Okay, so at least it will keep problems away from you. Okay, yeah, it does not help you enhance yet, because enhancing you need the Shen Qi, but at least you can avoid sachi. All right. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's start with you guys already are. Let's start. Okay, let's start with the door. Okay, by the way, when I talk about the door, is similar to the balcony. Yeah, similar. Is the difference is the door will most of the time is for landed, balcony is most of the time is for the high rise. Okay, so what are the negative features of the door? Okay, number one, when you have a door facing directly to a staircase, all right, so you open the door and then the first thing you see is a staircase. Okay, to be honest, I found this type of design, there's a lot, especially in the horror movie done by Hollywood. Okay, so yeah, if you look at all the horror movie, Hollywood horror movie, you open the door, is directly to the staircase. Okay, I don't know whether it's a coincidence or not, but yes, door facing directly to a staircase is considered sachi. Okay, why? Because qi always flow from high ground to low ground. So which means that if you see a staircase, the qi will flow down to the stairs. So when you're facing to the door, the qi is flowing out from the door. So you are not able to receive any qi at all. Okay. So number one, this door is not able to receive qi. All right. So if you are not able to receive qi, then it's considered sachi. It's considered no good. Right. Everything is pushed out from the house. Okay. What does it translate into? Most of the time translate into wealth problem. Okay. Yeah. How far is the staircase from the door? As long as you open the door, you see the staircase, you have to be careful. Okay. Yeah. But of course, further away, if you have a very big bright hall, then it's still not that bad. If you have a very big bright hall. Okay. Yeah. How big? Maybe 20 feet, 30 feet. Okay. That will be okay. Yeah. All right. Next, another version. You open the door, the staircase is right outside of your door. All right, staircase right outside the door. This is called the pulling no sha. All right, pulling no sha. That means your qi is all flowing out and you're not able to receive qi. Okay. And another version. Yeah, open the door directly to a staircase as well. Also, these are some of the picture that I can find to show you guys. Different version of a door facing to the staircase. Okay, then you ask how to fix, right? How to fix? Well, you have to either move the door away or you move the staircase away. Okay, that's the best way of fixing it. Or you don't use this door at all, use another door. Okay, yeah. If you are not able to, then you can tilt your door. At least it is not directly facing to the staircase. Yeah, maybe it faces to the side of the staircase, or maybe it faces away from the staircase. That will still be all right. Okay, tilting the door might be one of the thing that you can do if you have no other door that you can use. All right, if you have, of course, you use other doors. That's the most important, most easiest. If you can, just change the door location to another location, or change the stair location to another location. Okay, okay. So all doors, I'm talking about front door, back door, side door. If you have door, open up. All doors that connect internal and external of your house. That means all doors that you walk into your house from outside. That is the door that you look at. Okay. Of course, if you have this door, then this type of door, then don't use it. Use another door if you are able to. All right. Okay. So this about the door. Okay. Yeah. Can you change the facing of staircase? That can be yes. Almost at the end of the staircase, you turn it to face to another direction. Of course, you must also have maybe a 3 feet wall or 5 feet wall to block it as well. Yeah. All right. Another version. This is worse. Just open is already a staircase. Yeah. This is the worst of the worst. All right. Okay. Number 2. Sachi number 2 is when you have a door facing to a pillar. Yeah, door facing to a pillar. Then this is also a problem. Okay, not only the qi are blocked by the pillar, but the qi that enter the house will become sachi, because when the qi flow towards the pillar, it will become a sachi. Okay, so this is also very, very negative. Let me tell you a little bit of my personal story. Okay, my first house, the first house that I live in, I got my first house at the age of 25, I think. Yeah, 25. All right, 20 years ago. Now you know how old am I. I do not know Feng Shui at the time, yeah, nor do I know anything about it or believe on it. But my friends recommend, hey, Joe, you bought your first house. Why don't you look for a Feng Shui master, right? And do a Feng Shui first. Then I say, okay, yes, yeah, good idea. Can you recommend me the cheapest Feng Shui master you can find? That was my mistake. Yeah, I look for the cheapest. Then my friend come back to me and say, oh, I have 3 recommendations for you. I tell my friend, no need, just tell me who is the cheapest. Then my friend look at it and say, oh, this guy, he only costs $398. Pretty cheap. All right, then I don't think much and hire this guy. Worst decision in my life. Okay. All right, maybe I don't regret it. If not because of this case, it will not cause my life crisis. And without the life crisis, I may not be where am I today as well. Okay, so maybe I wouldn't say I regret it. However, that Feng Shui master who only charged $398 is a beginner, is a student. I do not know that. Yeah, I do not know that. Okay, because I don't know Feng Shui at the time, and he's so cheap. I thought every Feng Shui master is the same, right? Some of you might think so, right? Every Feng Shui master is the same, right? Okay, then I hired this guy. He came to my house, do the Feng Shui. Then he asked me, oh, you need to tilt your door. I say, okay, why? Because your house is supposed to be a health producing house. Okay. And I would like to tilt your door so that your house become wealth producing house. I say, sounds good. All right. So how do I do it? Okay, so this is This is where you locate your door, and you need to tilt it like 15° off. You know, it makes my house so deep, so ugly. The whole stress of the house all look the same, and only my house has a door tilted. It looks so damn ugly. Okay, yeah, but that's beside the point. 5 years later, I lost my job. Okay, yeah, so that was a major mistake. 5 years later, I was retrenched. My son was born. I almost got divorced with my wife, and my father passed away. Everything happened within 6 months. Yeah, I call it life. I call it my life crisis. My life crisis. Anyway, that has already passed. All right, and I'm glad as well, because if not because of this experience, I will not be exposed to Feng Shui. And if I'm not exposed to Feng Shui, I may not be where am I right now. So I'm glad that it happened. But at that time, it is really painful. The experience is painful, right? So if you guys think that your life sucks, maybe not as sucks as mine, right? Okay, that is the problem. After the door is tilted, now the door is facing directly to a pillar. All right. After I got retrenched, I was introduced to Feng Shui. Yeah. Then I spent all my money to go and learn Feng Shui. Come back. First thing I do is check out, analyze my house. Right. Maybe it's a Feng Shui problem. Maybe it's a Feng Shui problem that caused my life to have a life crisis. Yeah, of course, you know, when you have problems in your life, you don't blame yourself, you know. You thought that, yeah, I did nothing wrong, you know. Yeah, you don't blame yourself. You blame other things. So I start blaming Feng Shui. Okay. Nowadays different. Nowadays, I'm not saying I blame myself, but I will do reflection on myself. Yeah, it's very important. Do reflection on yourself. Okay. Long story cut short, door facing directly to a pillar. Very bad. Okay, very bad. Okay. Avoid that at all costs. Again, how do you mitigate it? How do I mitigate it? I have two choices. Either I move the door or I move the pillar. Okay. End up, I move the pillar because moving the door is much more problem. Yeah. Right? Once you remove the door, you are not able to stay in that house for peace, right? You might be afraid of theft or robbery. So we decided to remove the pillar. Okay. All right. Then what else can you do? Well, tilt back the door. Yeah, for my case, actually, if I tilt back the door back to the face, the correct facing, it's not going to face the pillar anymore. So same case, if your door is facing to a pillar, you tilt it to another degree to avoid facing the pillar. And preferably, if you know Swen Kong Dagua, tilt it to period 9, so that your door will be period 9 compliant as well. All right. Okay. What other things? Okay, another example, you open a door, see a few pillars. Okay. Yeah, same principle with porch pillar. Yes, same. Okay. All right. This is another example of you open the door, you see a tree trunk. Right, tree trunk. Okay. This is not that bad if the tree has a lot of leaf. Yeah. If it's no good, especially if the tree are dead tree. That means there are no leaf at all. It's dying. Just the trunk and some branches. If your door is facing such a dead tree, by the way, I couldn't find a dead tree picture, so I use this, right? So it's also no good. Similar effect. All right, similar effect. Okay, right. Another problem is this. Another problem is when you open your door, it's very narrow, very tight. This is called without a door without bright hall. Okay, so again, what is bright hall? Bright hall is the open area right in front of your door. That means after you open the door, you should be able to see a wide open area without any obstruction. That is a good bright hall. All right. The bigger it is, the better it is. Right. How much qi are you able to receive into your house depend on how big your bright hall is. Okay. So if your bright hall is narrow, that means there are little qi you are able to receive. So for this example, you open the door, there's only a very narrow path right in front of you. You are only able to receive minimum qi flow. Okay, so my advice is remove all the plant that is right in front of your door, right? So that you don't block it. Okay, so Ima is asking, does that goes the same for gates or just door? Just door, just door. Okay, so gate doesn't matter yet, but just the door first. Look for the door. All right. ST is asking, but if I stay in an apartment where you can't make any changes, so how to fix it? At least you can actually tilt your door, right? ST, even apartment you can tilt your door. Am I right? All right. Why cannot tilt or why cannot tilt? The door doesn't belong to you? Government apartment. Okay, then move to apartment. Right? Move apartment. Okay. Layout, you are not changing the layout, you are just tilting the door. Come on. All right. If this cannot do, that cannot do, then you move to another place. What else how else could you want me to advise you if everything cannot be done? Right? Move to another apartment, pay money, rent. Okay, rent. Yeah. Another example, door facing to water. Okay, this is that means the qi is also difficult for the qi to enter because there's no bright hall. Yeah, no bright hall. Okay, no bright hall, no good. Okay, yeah. Door facing lift directly also no good. So you don't face direct to the lift. All right. Any more example? Okay. This also happened to be on most of the time on the high rise, where you have a long corridor facing your door. Long corridor. Okay. The longer it is, the bigger the sachi is. The shorter it is, the shorter it is, then you, if it's short, then you don't have much sachi. If it's long, then you have sachi. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, ST, I'm so sorry you live in Singapore. If you can't do anything on your house, not even tilting the door, then please rent to another place. Okay. Yeah, I can't help you with that. Okay. Wow, so many questions coming in. All right, so I saw Karen is asking the bright hall, is it for inside of the door or outside of the door? Both outside of the door and inside of the door, you need a bright hall. All right, okay. Facing long corridor also is a sachi. Okay, so what can you do? Well, you can add a layer of curtain. Add a layer of curtain right in front of your door or somewhere inside of your house a bit. At least you open the door, the sachi will block by the curtain first. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Then this is also another. When you open the door, is facing directly to a wall. Open the door facing directly to a wall. This will cause the internal bright hall to be very, very small. So it's also no good. Right? So that means you are not able to receive most of the qi into your house as well. Okay. Okay, what else? When you have items decoration that is blocked by the door, blocking the door. All right, this is very easy. Just remove whatever is blocking. Okay. All right. So you open the door, you big tree blocking, remove the tree. Okay. Yeah. Then Sally Chu is saying, got car parking outside blocking. Your car is not permanent. Come on. Okay, Sally. Car is not permanent, temporary. Okay. So every day you move in, move out, the car is temporary. So when your car is not there, the chi will enter, right? Okay. Yeah. So I'm talking about permanent features. Permanent features, not your car. Your car is temporary there only. Okay. So no problem. Main door facing gate is not a sachi. All right. It's not a sachi. Okay. All right. Okay. What else? What else? If in front of your door there is a beam on top of your door, then it's also a sachi. All right. Okay. in front of the door, there's a beam, there's a sachi. This is a bit difficult to fix. Yeah, you have to you have to flatten the ceiling. You can actually put a plaster ceiling or a fake ceiling to cover the beam so that you don't see the beam. All right, don't see the beam. Okay, door, facing another door. Okay, so this is also no good. That means the chi come in all the way straight to the end. Okay, so especially this happen especially to front door to the back door, right? Front door to the back door. Your room door to room door is not count. Okay, your toilet door facing your room door is not count. Okay, so the main door facing to the back door is very bad, right? Your room door to room door to toilet door is only a minimum effect, not that big effect. Okay, yes, how to fix? Put curtain. Yeah, either you relocate the door or you put something in between the blockade, curtain, or you can put a table right in front between the two doors, put a sofa, put whatever, some item, decorative item, dining table, sofa. As long as you block the chi flow, you cause the chi to actually move around your house before it flow into another door. That will be that is the solution for it. Okay. All right. Then if you have a door that is too dark, yeah, a door that's too dark is also a problem. And this is very easy to fix. Install a light. Right? Install a light. Okay. Another version, if you have a tree that is blocking the sun to the door. Okay, also very to fix, easy to fix. Just remove the tree, trim it. Yeah, for example, like this. The tree are so dense that it is blocking the sun to your door. It's also a sachi. Just trim it out. Allow sun to able to shine to your door. Okay. Yeah, if it's too dark, just add another light there. Okay. All right. What if the apartment door is facing another apartment door? All right, then both of these doors are actually fighting for chi flow. Okay, fighting for chi flow. So literally transmit into you will have a lot of argument with your neighbor. Okay. Teo Sheng Fong is 2 steps in front of the main door considered plenosha? Yes. As long as there is a step, it is considered. Okay. Yeah. All right. Before I talk about stove, you have questions? Okay. Please, if I did not answer your question just now because a lot of you guys type too fast, you can type it right now. I'll try to answer it. Let's talk about door first. Okay, Cassie, is a round-shaped pillar facing a door as bad as square shape? Round-shaped pillar is not as bad as square. Square is worse, but it is also a pillar, so it's still no good. Okay, yeah, door facing porch pillar, no good. What about apartment building? How doors that are commuting when you open face a wall? You open the door facing a wall, that means your bright hall is small. Yeah, your bright hall is small, so you may not be able to receive most of the energy flow, but it's not as bad as facing a pillar. Pei Hong, why apartment door facing long corridor is a sachi? Because the long corridor will cause the chi to travel fast. Yeah, travel fast. When the chi travel fast, it becomes sachi. All right. Okay, senior, apartment door facing a wall in a condo building, then the bright hall is small. All right. Toilet door facing back door, is it bad? Then just don't open don't use the back door. All right, don't use the back door, then you don't have problem. All right, Ima, door opening to dining area, no problem. Luis, beam on top of door also bad? Yes, bad. Can it apply to window? No, only to door. Yeah. Most high-rise have door of 2 units facing each other. Yes, you are right. As long as clear view with no blockages is good, right? Yes. Yeah, if the outside wall is about 7 feet away from the main door, is it okay? 7 feet I consider small. Yeah, I consider as small. So the bright hall is small. See-through glass planner on top of main door. Okay, no problem. Can we put plant between door and staircase? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What will be affected if there's a long corridor outside the main door? Most of the time, anything to do with door are usually the wealth issue, problem with wealth. Okay, yeah, but of course, if it's a long corridor, then it will affect everything, health, relationship, and wealth as well. Right? Door facing security door. What's the difference? Door facing door lah. It's the same like door facing door, right? Okay, yeah. So it's also not that good. If preferably do not know if it's a no, right? Try to tilt it or relocate one of the door or put a curtain to block one of the door. Right, Kevin Lim, if outside door is a deck with stairs on the side to walk down the deck, is that okay? Step to the side is okay. Yeah, step to the side is okay. Toilet door facing back door, is it bad? Yes. As if you are using the back door a lot, then it's bad. If you don't use the back door, then it's all right. What's the best distance from door to wall cabinet? Depends on how big is your size of your house or apartment. Yeah, I would say bigger better. You imagine, you just imagine. Your question is what is the best distance? Right? It's like asking like how much million is enough for me? Yeah, it's asking yourself how much million is enough for me. So Michelle, how many million are enough for you? All right. The more million you want, the bigger the distance. All right. The less million you want, or maybe not even million, maybe only thousands, then the smaller it is. Okay. So there is no best distance. It's how much you want to achieve. Okay. Yuli, if a main door has sachi, we use curtain. How long is the curtain? Until the ground. Yeah, all the way down to the ground. Will the curtain block the bright hall? No. Bright hall is the open area in front of the door, right? In front of the door, the open area. So the curtain is another layer of the door. So it doesn't block the door, block the bright hall. Okay. Jolene Tan, hi Joe, is a big swing playground set located at the backyard at Sachi? No. Usually, if it's a playground, it's considered as an open land, which is a bright hall. Yeah, playground is considered a bright hall, so it's good. Okay. All right. How to solve the issue if apartment main door facing each other? Well, apartment door facing each other. Number one, you are not able to change the door. Am I right? JYS. Okay. Number two, you are not even if you tilt the door, there's no other direction for you to tilt, right? Okay. So forget about the door and focus on the balcony. That is the trick. JYS. Forget about the door, ignore the door, focus on the balcony. Use the balcony to bring in the chi flow. Okay. Yeah. Right. Sun Kim, internal is wall once open the door. They're not that good. Remove the wall if you can. Door face opposite block, edge of the block. Oh, if it faces the edge of the block, then it's not good. It's considered a sachi. All right, not good. Okay. What time is it? Right. Okay, maybe I answer 2 more questions, then we continue, all right? Wendy Chong, if there's a light pole in front of the house, how far is still considered bad? If the light post fall down, touches the compound of your house, is bad. If it doesn't touch, then at least it's not that that bad. What kind of curtains? Any type of curtains, as long as long enough. Yeah, as long as long enough. All right. Last questions. Okay, Julia. Something different. When open the front door, we see the construction site on the left across the road. What do we do to protect ourselves? Nothing. It's on the left, right? It's not in front of your door, so it doesn't matter. Okay, it's not in front of the not anything that's not in front of your door. Don't worry about it first. Okay. All right. Let's continue, shall we? Let's talk about the stove. Let's talk about the stove. Okay. The stove is another area in your house that you need to be very, very careful of. Reason being is because your health or all the occupants' health is going to be caused by the stove most of the time. Yeah. If people who are call you up to actually do Feng Shui, help them do Feng Shui because they have health problems, first thing you look at is the stove. Okay. All right. So what are the sachi that will happen to the stove? Number one, if the stove is located on an island, yeah, then it is considered a sachi. Yeah, stove located on an island, then it's a sachi. Okay. Then another one is when you have this one I need to draw out to you. Maybe it's easier to see. When you have a sharp edges, this is the sharp edges, pointing directly to the stove, it is also a sachi. Okay, so be careful of table, island, whatever that's sharp edges pointing directly to the stove. Sometimes it's a wall as well. All right. Okay, what else? When you have a stove directly opposite the basin, the sink. Yeah, stove directly opposite the sink. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you the solution. Okay, let me tell you this solution first. If you have a stove right at the center, and of course the best is actually relocate it to backing to a wall. Yeah, that's the best solution. Let's say you are not able to relocate it. Then what can you do? There is a new design. It's called the downdraft van. Yeah, you guys can actually Google and try to find it. Downdraft. Okay, you install right behind the stove. Okay, so it will become like a artificial wall for the stove. Okay, downdraft. For this case, also even easier. You just have to use what I do nowadays is I use a edge protector and I stick at the sharp edges so that the edges become round, right? Yeah, so this is very easy to solve. And for this sink directly facing to the stove, what I do, I put plant. Yeah, either beside the stove or beside the best is actually right in between. But of course, there's no place to put right in between. So it's either beside the stove or beside the sink. Why? Because this is water and fire crash. Yeah, water and fire crash. And to mitigate this, water have to produce wood produce fire, then no problem. Okay. Yeah. Angeline Xiao, if the stove is opposite the washing machine, is it a sachi? No, it's not a sachi. Anything except anything else opposite the stove is not a sachi, except for sink. Okay. Washing machine is not a sachi. The fridge is not a sachi. Okay. Anything when you close it, if you need to use it, is not considered a water feature. Right? Okay. Yeah. Right. Then you open the door, or the entrance to the kitchen is directly facing to the stove. Is also a sachi. Yeah, open door directly facing stove is also a sachi. The best solution, of course, is to either relocate the stove or relocate the entrance, right? Or tilt the entrance. If not, then what can you do? Add another layer of curtain, right? That means there's a door, then you add another layer of curtain. Okay. If it's an entrance without a door, then you add, even you add a layer of curtain also may not be that useful. Okay. Yeah, but if you are not able to relocate the stove, then that is the only thing you can do. Right. Right. Stove facing a toilet door is also bad. Stove facing a back door is also bad. All right. Okay. Right. Stove facing any type of door, like even facing the storeroom door is also bad. So if you are facing a storeroom door, facing a toilet door, or facing a back door, the easiest way is actually to don't use the door, or keep it always closed, or just get install another layer of curtain at the door, then settle. Right. Okay. Next, beam on top of the stove is also a problem. Okay, so what can you do? Of course, you relocate the stove so that it will not be directly on top of it. Or if you are able to, you plaster the ceiling. So with the artificial ceiling, you hide the beam. Yeah, you hide the beam, then you don't have problem. Okay. Right. Stove next to sink is also a problem. Okay. Yeah. So next is the bed. So before I talk about the bed, yes. What else do you want to ask? Stove next to a sink depends on how close. Less than 2 feet or less than 2 feet is a problem. The solution is still the same. You put a plant, live plant, in between the stove and the sink. All right. Okay. Wow. Don't move too fast. I can't see the questions. All right. Who is asking just now? Key Sing. How about is stove facing wall and is toilet neighbor? Doesn't matter. Facing wall doesn't matter. Okay. Stove facing balcony, okay. Preferably not. Right. Stove under window. That means it's backing the window lah. Yeah, backing the window also no good. You must be a wall. Right. Is wiring case considered sachi? No. Stove facing the corridor of the house. How does it face the corridor of the house? How does the stove face the corridor of the house? Can't imagine that. Yeah. But basically, if the door face a long corridor is bad, then the stove face a long corridor is also bad, right? Okay. Sheng Feng, is the oil suction machine on the stove a Sha Qi? No. It's a hook. It's a necessity. Okay. Toilet door facing stove is also a sachi. Yeah, just close the door or put a curtain. Stove is in the island. It is a sachi. There's a slightly higher wall behind the stove. Is it a sachi? The wall have to be higher than the stove. Okay, imagine the width of the length of the stove, or the depth of the stove. The wall has to be at least the same depth as the stove. Okay, just a slightly 3-inch, 4-inch is not good enough. Door facing window is fine, right? If I have dining table in front of the stove, can I push the dining table in front of the stove? Can I push the tables against the wall so that the corner of it is not pointing to the stove? Yes, you can. Right, Sally Chu. So put a board to cover the window. Yes. Put something to cover the window. Yes. Right. Stove facing door opening onto the corridor. Yes. Then it is a sachi. Stove facing a door already a sachi, right? All right, Kevin Lim. Sorry, in front of the stove is wall. Back of the stove is an island. Then living room. Then balcony, open style living. No problem. All right. Why must the stove have a wall behind? What's the reason? Okay. The reason is that you don't get that. So you don't get the sachi coming from behind the stove. Yeah. If you have a wall right behind the stove, That means that you whatever sachi potential Sha Qi that will come from the back of the stove is protected. Okay, so that's the reason. So then you only have to worry about the front of the stove, what is facing the stove. So yeah, we want to avoid any sachi coming from the front or coming from the back. So as if you have a wall behind, then there's no sachi come from the back. Okay, so if there's no wall, that was open to potential sachi. Okay. what if the toilet is on the second floor above the stove? Doesn't matter. Right. We're on. If erecting stove at balcony bad, no. As long as backing to a wall, as long as not facing to any sharp edges, as long as not facing to any entrance, is fine. Right. Key saying, stove cannot seen by neighbor, right? Why cannot see by neighbor? What's the reason that your stove cannot be seen by your neighbor? Else is believed they will steal away your wealth. What type of nonsense is that? Whoever tell you that, I think they created this story themselves, right? Next time, if you heard this story, please ask them what is the reason, what is the logic behind that. Okay, because for me, it's just totally bullshit. How would your stove be seen by your neighbor means that your wealth will be stealed away by them? Okay. Right. I know. I have heard this before. Come on, I've been doing Feng Shui for so many years. Of course, I've heard this before. All right. Let me explain. Give me some time to explain, guys. Okay, Kising, let me explain. All right. In the olden days, in China, olden days in China, you know, a lot of Pleasant is actually the citizens are actually very, very poor. Yeah, Kising. A lot of many years ago, like 300 years ago in China or 1,000 years ago in China, there are a lot of very, very poor people, right? Very, very poor people. So their wealth is by their wealth is judged by how much food they have. How much food they have is that's the representation of their wealth. Okay. And stove is where they cook the food. So if your neighbor are able to see your stove, that means see how much food you cook, then the amount of food you cook determine how rich you are. And your poor neighbor might be jealous and they might rob you. Okay. Or people who pass by, they might be oh wow, there's so many food here. This guy must be rich. Then they will rob you. Okay. That is what happened in the olden days of China. Okay. So that is the reason why they have this saying, if your stove are able to seen by other people outside of your house, then they will steal away your wealth, which is totally bullshit. Right? Nowadays, the wealth are not judged by how much food we have, right? Number one. And people don't come to your house to steal or rob so easily. Right? Yeah. So don't worry. Okay. It's not applicable for today's modern day standard anymore. Okay, Cassie. If stove facing sink, if use plan to do the need to block the line of sight of the sink of the stove. If you are able to, yes, you put right in between them. If you are not able to, then just put beside them. Right. What's the general rule regarding of best stove? There's no, don't have. Okay. As long as you don't do all the negative thing I showed you, your stove is not that bad. Okay. Yeah, Shirley, look, toilet is a bed main entrance on the second floor is bad feng shui. If it's leaking, then it's bad feng shui. If it's not leaking, then no problem. Sink in an island is not a sachi, no problem. Small ventilation window above stove is sachi? No, it's not. Right? Do you move stove every year depending on flying star? Of course not, lah. Come on. Right? No, I don't do that. Yeah, it's very, very inconvenient. Right? Very, very inconvenient. How do you move stove every year? Come on. Yeah. Can I put temporary stove in the backyard under the tree for daily cooking? Yes. What about toilet above main entry? No problem. Okay. Right. Right. Answer 2 more questions, then we continue, right? Any type of plants would do if I put in between the stove and sink. Live soil plant. Yeah, live plant and must be on soil, not on water. Right, Beverly, hi Jules. Can you put the replay on your YouTube channel? Let me I think later. Okay. All right, guys, let's continue then. Okay, let's continue. Let's talk about the bed this time. Let's talk about bed. Okay, bed. By the way, the bed and the study table is the same, I'll say it's the same thing. So I will not do the study table, I'll just do the bed. Okay. Okay, number 1. Do not have mirror facing the bed. Yeah, do not have mirror facing the bed. This one is not applicable for study table. Study table, you can have mirror. But bed, no mirror. Okay. And of course, no plant in the bedroom. Live plant, fake plant, okay, no problem. Live plant, not in the bedroom. Okay. In the study room, plant is okay. Okay, what else? All right, for this case is door entrance faces directly to the bed. Yeah, you have a door faces directly to the bed. Okay, any type of door. Room door, toilet door, faces to your bed, no good. Okay. What is the exception? Cabinet door, wardrobe door is all right. Okay, that one no problem. All right. Okay, next is the entrance is next to your bed head. Entrance next to bed head, also no good. Okay, no good. All right. Ask questions later. Let me finish first. All right. Okay. Okay. For this case, how about this case? Sharp edges wall pointing to the bed, also no good. Okay. Next, beam on top of the bed head, no good. Right. Again, beam on top of the bed head, no good. Sharp edges wall pointing to the bed, no good. Okay. All right. Let me see what's this case. Oh, okay. Another sharp edges wall. This is the sharp edges wall pointing to the bed. No good. Another version of sharp edges wall pointing to the bed. No good. All right. Okay. This is beam on top of the bed. Sharp edges cabinet sharp edges cabinet pointing to the bed. No good. Right. What will cause health issue? Okay. So yeah, good questions. How to mitigate? Because I keep on talking, no good. I forgot to teach you how to mitigate. If there's a beam, remove the beam. That means you flatten the shielding. Okay. This part of the beam, you flatten it so you don't see it. For all the edges, put the edge protector. Yeah, install edge protector on all edges. All right. Okay. This is back your bed head backing to a window. All right, backing window, no good. How? Turn your bed back to the wall. Okay, turn your head back to the wall. Okay, is the beam is curved, no edges, is okay. Right, no edges, okay. Oh, I do have a desk. Okay, good. Then later I'll talk about desk as well. Right. Okay, questions time about bed. Please ask your questions now. Right. What's the cure if the bedroom door faces bathroom door? Block it. That means you must use the bedroom door. So the bathroom door, you are able to close it most of the time. You close it most of the time. Okay, or you install a layer of curtain at the bathroom door. Beam on top of the bed, you have to install a plaster shielding, fixed shielding to cover up the beam so that you don't see the beam. Okay, if the beam is curved, beam if curved is on top of the beam is on top, it's also no good. Whether curve or edge also no good. Okay, right, Luis, live plant cannot be in the bedroom. Is it live plant belong to the yang? Yes, Luis, you are right. Okay, live plant not recommended to be in the bedroom. The reason is bedroom is a place for resting. So we prefer to have more yin energy or passive energy. When you have live plant, right? You guys study biology, right? So plants actually, plants is a live thing, yeah. So then it will cause plants also breathe, you know. So it will, whatever that breathe is actually produce more yang energy, right? So when you have more yang energy, then you have more active energy. Then the active energy and then passive energy are in balance in your room. So you will have difficulty sleeping. What does the C? What is C? What we are not talking about it. Okay, Wendy Chong. If a balcony door facing the door, then how to mitigate? Block it. Put a curtain, put a sofa, put a dining table, put a cabinet right in between, somewhere in between the door and the balcony door. Mirror in a bedroom but not facing the bed. Preferably no mirror in the bedroom. But if you have no choice but to have mirror in the bedroom, make sure the mirror, number one, is not facing door. Number two, is not facing window. Number three, is not facing the bed. Okay. Then you have to find a place for the mirror that do not face these three areas. Right. Any tall? Ceiling fan above bed is sachi. If it's right above your head, then it's a sachi. If it's above your body or your leg, then it's not a sachi. Right, kissing. How about head big facing wall and opposite wall is a neighbor door? No problem. I answered this already. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Okay. Jane Wu, is bed backing wall but facing window? Okay, yes. The head must back to the wall. Your leg face window is fine. Just what is edge protector? You Google and find out. Okay, edge protector, Google. All right. All right, Qi cost in the bedroom. Karen, can you ask the complete questions? Complete your questions. Does both shell consider sharp edges? Yes. And I mean, your both shell, is it is the edges sharp? Yeah. I don't know about your bookshelf. Yeah, some bookshelf have round edges, but most bookshelf have sharp edges. All right, Julia, what is the optimum size and material of the headboard? Doesn't matter. Right? Even no headboard is fine. Okay. We always say headboard is to represent where your head supposed to be when you sleep. The most important is the human head. Okay, not the bed headboard. The bed headboard doesn't matter. What size, what material, whether you have or don't have, doesn't matter. As long as your head is backing to that, facing that direction, that is to the wall. Okay, bathroom door is perpendicular to the bed, no problem. All right, diagonally is no problem. Okay, why bed backing window no good? Can mitigate by curtain, can, but not the best. Yeah, not the best. All right. Why no good? Because when you is similar to the stove. Yeah, if your bed head is facing to a window, there is a potential Sha Qi going to your that is pointing towards your head when you sleep. All right, then you will have problem. Yeah, health issue. Okay. So that's why we always have a wall behind our head to prevent any potential attack on our head. Okay. Can I turn my head around to not see the beam? Then you will be not backing to a wall, right? So it's also no good. Okay. Small soil plant in the corner of the bedroom, okay? No lah, preferably don't have lah. Sharp aging bring health issue. Yes, everything, all the sachi in the bedroom will cause health issue. Right? Okay. Do we place age protector for the ceiling to the floor as tall as the tallest person in your house? Yeah, as tallest person in your house will do, or maybe the height of the room door. Right. Mayan, bed head at the wall, but behind the wall is a toilet. Is okay, no problem. All right, ST. How about bed that has an open combined space with the bathtub? So let's say on the right side of the bed and the left side of the bathtub, no problem, no problem. Okay. What is the optimum? I thought about it. Yeah. If balcony door facing the bed, then how? Then curtain, no? Install a curtain, no? Yeah, or don't open the balcony door. Right. What if window is always closed and there is a blackout curtain at the headboard? Okay, not good enough. A wall is preferred. Right. If cabinet at the edge is longer than the edge of the bed, then no problem. Right, no problem. Beam on slanted ceiling aside the bed, yes, also no good. Okay. At the side is all right. All right. And Mary at the side is all right. At the head is no good. Blind facing the bed is fine, no problem. If I'm at a working table and behind me is a toilet door, how to mitigate it? Put curtain at the toilet door. Right. Okay. Mainly small apartment room sliding door in front of the bed. What to do? Put another curtain or put a screen. Put something in front, in between the door and the bed. Yeah. Can you relocate the bed? Right. If not, then that's the only thing. So find something to block it. If it's a window in front of the bed, at your leg pointing to a window is fine. Your head don't point to the window. All right. Okay. If bed head faces window, can mitigate using curtain? Yes, it can, but it's not the best. Yeah. Right. What is there? Aircon unit above the headboard. That is not good. Yeah, aircon unit above headboard is also no good. What does the sachi cause in the bedroom? I don't know. Whether it's open sea or not open sea. It's open sea, then it's also a sachi. Yeah. If it's open sea, it's also a sachi. So then so preferably block it. He's saying in most of my example, there are a lot of sharp edges, wall cabinet, wardrobe that cannot be avoided. What remedy? Edge protector. Install the edge protector. Right? Can you use curtain instead of edge protector? Yes, of course you can. Right? Some say painting beams same color as the ceiling will help camouflage. Is this correct or not? No. No, it's not correct. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how to answer that. No, it's not correct. How to mitigate toilet door? Curtain the toilet door. Is it bad to have reflective wardrobe door panel? Yes. So no good. Okay. If only option of the bed headboard is wall with window and wall where the door is, which one has the better options? Right? Of course, I will always choose a solid wall first. Yeah, solid wall first. Okay, even it's next to the door is not as bad as backing to a window. Okay. All right, guys, let's continue with the desk, shall we? Let's continue with the desk. All right. Let's talk about the desk. Okay, I accidentally saw David questions. Sorry, you say painting count as sharp edges? No, painting is not sharp edges. Okay. Okay, right. Desk, working desk. Number one, not below the staircase. Yeah, it's not good. Below a staircase is not good. Number two, avoid sharp edges pointing to your table. Right, what else? Okay, another version of sharp edges pointing to the table, or not only the table, actually pointing to your sitting position. Okay, so if this is beam above your sitting position, another example, beam above the sitting position, sitting backing to a window, right? This is okay if right behind your window there's a building or there's a mountain, then it's all right. Okay. All right, open door directly face. You open the door, it directly faces the table or the where you are sitting at. This is also a sachi. Okay, right. So these are some of the example of the table. Right, most of the time it's also same. Is the beam, is the sharp edges, and also the door. Okay, yeah. So these are the after today, I mean you are able to see the pattern, right? The pattern. Okay. Anytime there is a door facing, the stove, the bed, or the working table is not good. Anytime there's a beam on top of the door, the stove, the bed, the sitting position is no good. Okay. Anytime there's a sharp edges wall pointing to your bed, to your stove, to your working position, to your door, is also no good. So this is the pattern, right? Okay, let's answer some questions. Cecilia, if edge of wall, which is part of the wall, put edge protector. Yes. Is computer okay to put in a bedroom study table? No problem. Can I move the bed head 20 cm away from the wall? Preferably not. Need a curtain for door, Sachi. Please, can you ask a complete questions? Yeah. Gia, please ask a complete questions. Study table, side is window, no problem. Back to work chair faces glass door cabinet. Then the cabinet got sharp edge or not? If it's sharp edge, then avoid. No sharp edge, no problem. Why mirror facing bed is bad? I already talked about that. Yeah. Oh yeah, I talked about the plant. Okay, let's talk about the mirror. Bedroom, again, bedroom is actually you need the passive energy, which is the yin energy, and mirror reflect light, and light is considered as active energy or yang energy. So the yang energy will actually disrupt the balance of the yin energy, then it will cause an imbalance of energy in your bedroom, and this will cause you to have sleepless night, insomnia, right? And in the long run, then you will have health issue. How about cornice in the ceiling? Is it considered as beam? Cornice is sideways, so it's not a beam. So don't worry. Is it okay to place work desk right in front of the window? Yes. Yeah. Yes, you can. Janice, does Sha Qi cause a person to feel extremely stressed? Yes, it will. Angeline, how to mitigate door that open up to the study table? Relocate your study table, move it to the side a bit. Yeah, as long as it's not directly facing, no problem. So you move it to the side. So you see the door diagonally is okay. Yeah, diagonally is all right. All right. Can I know what kind of health issue? No, we don't know. Yeah, it all depends on what kind of health issue is all. There's a lot of different things you have to look at in order to find out. Yeah. Okay, so I can't tell you exactly what is the problem. But what I can tell you is, for example, if it's a beam on top of your head, then it's your head problem, some health problem relating to your head. If the sharp edges wall pointing to your leg, then it's your leg problem. Sharp edges wall pointing to your body is your body problem. All right, okay. Yeah, door open up facing directly to your leg problem. Okay. Dorothy, if the window is beside your work table, no problem. Shielding light directly above working desk, no problem. Directly above your head, problem. Okay. So make sure the light is not directly on top of your head. Like you just sit at the side of it. All right. Kissing, desk facing window, but sitting back the door. Facing window is not a problem. Backing the door is a problem. Okay. Don't sit back to the door. Right. What you can do, install a curtain. What about chandelier or hanging light or ceiling fan on top of the bed? As long as it's not on top of your head, it's fine. Yeah, not on top of your sitting position is fine. Okay, on top of the table is no problem. Okay. Sharp edges from any direction or 90-degree pointing. For me, is either 90-degree or 45-degree. Yeah, either 90 or 45-degree, Jenny. Other degree, I don't consider. Okay, and now, is it sachi if stove facing stair, which is 10 feet away? If the stairs is, yes, it is. It is a sachi. Yeah. SD, hi Joe. As for Feng Shui, will the energy of certain room where someone spend most of his time in the area where it is coincide that person 5 goals, will it make that person become more aggressive and abusive? No, it will not. Right. If let's say the person is already abusive prior to that, no, it will not cause the person to become more aggressive and abusive, but it will cause a lot of right. By the way, the person 5 goals is actually a direction, it's not an area. The area you have to look at the house area. Yeah. Let's say that person is staying in the 5 goals room according to the house chart. All right. Okay. Then 5 goals is about mysterious energy, which means that the worst thing it will cause is how to say, what's that word? I'm trying to figure out that word. Okay. Too much imagination, too much worried, right? Or depression as well. Okay. So maybe it's too much worry, too stressful, too much or depression that will cause the person to be abusive. But it generally is not an abusive style. Sun Kim, table facing a door not good. What is the effect? That means the sachi just from the door come in and straight go to you, right? So you are receiving the negative sachi. So it will cause you to have, if you are working there, it will cause you make mistake. Yeah, there will be a lot of attack on you. Okay, right. TV screen in front of the bed is not a problem. Okay, what if the chandelier over your work desk? No, desk is okay, not your sitting position. Door in front of kitchen stove, unable to move it. May I know suitable way? Install a curtain. Pay. If I can see electric pole from window of the kitchen and bedroom, consider sachi, then you put a curtain to block it. Don't see it. Karen, is it bad to have a sitting position backing towards the door? Yes, it is. Okay, install another curtain then. Is it bad for the work table in the bedroom? No, it's not bad, but preferably we don't prefer to have a bedroom and a work table together. The reason is when you sleep, you need passive energy. When you work, you need active energy. Yeah. So you put it together, then you might you only have either one which is stronger. So if you want to sleep peacefully, you are not able to concentrate on your work. If you want to concentrate on your work, you may not be able to sleep peacefully. Okay, table, chair, backing window, no problem. All right. Shelf beside work desk, no problem. Okay. If the study room is located in 5 yellow and accidentally pasting metal element on the day that crashes the owner, how to mitigate? Wendy, very, very good questions, right? Very, very good questions. Okay. So to answer Wendy questions, I would like to introduce you guys, yeah, to a new program that I'm going to conduct, right? It's called the Positive Shift. And I'm going to conduct this program on the 9th and 10th of September this year, right? So about this program, what am I going to talk about this program? Well, there are 4 topics that I'm planning to talk about in this program. Topic number 1 is, what if you accidentally activated negative star in your house and you are facing problem right now? By the way, maybe it's not you, you are not the one who activated it. Maybe your neighbor activated it, yeah? Or maybe someone that there's a construction outside of your house, someone activated the negative star without, and you have no control, right? You have no control. Then what can you do? Right. So in this course, I'm going to share with you guys some of the negative stars and how to mitigate it, how to turn these problems, reduce the effect and turn it into an opportunity, maybe. Yeah, some can, some cannot lah, huh? Okay, so this is what I'm going to teach on the positive shift. Topic number 2, yeah, topic number 2 is, you guys know that there are certain auxiliary stars. I consider them as an insurance star. Yeah, what is insurance star? Well, insurance star means you buy insurance so that you are protected. Okay, so this star is a similar. Even if you never activate any negative stars, you can activate this positive star so that if ever for 1 year you accidentally activate a negative star or someone else activated the negative star without your control, you are still protected. Right? Okay. So which means the effect of the negative star is minimum. All right. I cannot guarantee you no effect, but at least it will minimize the effect. All right. Sometimes it turns it into a positive effect as well. Okay. That is topic number 2 I'm going to teach. And topic number 3 I'm going to teach is there's a formation called U5 Tau Sam Sat, or literally translate into fast wealth. If you want fast wealth, you need to learn how to fight with the tree killing. Yeah. So this formation is considered as a forbidden technique. Yeah, it's a technique that very rare that someone out there that were able to teach you. Very, very rare. Why? Because you will take a very daring master or very experienced master that has gone through a lot of trial and error in order to find out how this works. Right? So of course, why? Because in order to fight the tree killing, you have, tree killing has is one of the very notorious stars in the yearly stars. It will cause robbery, it will cause injury, calamities, yeah, and a lot of problems lah. Yeah. Okay, so a lot of time we will try to avoid, and even Feng Shui practitioner, they will try not to do it. Okay, but what if I can teach you a safe way to activate the tree killing in order to generate the fast wealth energy? Right? Fast wealth means that will be a very fast wealth opportunity coming to you. And once you are able to grab it, and then you can turn it into money-making opportunities. Okay. This topic is known as a forbidden technique because it is very dangerous, very, very dangerous. Yeah. And of course, you guys know Datuk Joyap's story, right? Datuk Joyap's story. Yeah. He once activated this, and then he has a cataract on one of the eye. Yeah. So it's very, very dangerous. So you have to do it very carefully. I have done it for the last few years. So, and successfully many times. Yeah. So I will be able to share with you guys how to do it safely. Okay. Safely. All right. Topic number 4 I'm going to talk about is how to tame the 5 yellow. Right. Do you guys know that 5 yellows, other than it is called the calamity stars, it is also called the kingmaker star. So what does it mean? It means that if you want to become the king or the emperor or the most powerful people in your industry or the most powerful people in your career or in your business, yeah, or even in your household, okay, this is the star that you want to tame, right? Taming the 5 yellow, right? If you are able to tame the 5 yellow, you will be able to rise up to the most powerful level. Of course, it takes time, yeah? Okay, just look at Datuk Joyap. How does he become the most famous Feng Shui master in the world? He has to tame the 5 yellow, right? Okay, so yeah, so I personally have tried also for the past 2-3 years. Okay, since pandemic, I have to try everything. Okay, yeah, then I can safely tell you how to do it. All right. So has I become the most powerful people yet? No, not yet. All right. To be honest, not yet. Okay. But I can say safely that I might be the most powerful Feng Shui master or Feng Shui consultant in Team Joyap. Right. Okay. At the moment, yeah. Well, there are under Dato, there are quite a few of consultants that are doing Feng Shui, but guess yeah, maybe I'm proud to say that I am the most famous, most experienced. I would say I would really like to say that I'm the best. Yeah, except for Datuk Joyap. Okay, I still learn something from him. All right. Okay. So that, and I can teach you guys how to safely activate the 5 yellow in order to bring you to the next level. Okay. So if you are stuck in some way in your career, in your business, right? You want to move up to the next level, maybe the 5 yellow is the one that you need to tame. All right. Okay. So this will be the 4 topic that I'm preparing. And of course, the positive shift will also include date selection. Yeah, date selection. So I will teach you how I personally select dates. I have 6 criteria. Okay. How I select dates, there are 6 criteria. All right. So I'm going to teach you these 6 criteria on date selection. And with these 6 criteria, you can learn how to select dates by yourself easily and effortlessly. Right? All you need is actually the pro tong shu. That's all. All right. Okay. Yeah. So it's a very, very simple technique. You do not need to know all the date selection knowledge. You just follow this technique. Okay. Yeah. So by the way, this is not a complete date selection program. So I will not be able to teach you all the technical thing about date selection. But what I'm going to teach you is the shortcut, how to do date selection easily, effectively, right? Even if you don't understand why you pick that date. That means no technical explanation on that. However, the most important is you know how to pick the date, right? Okay, all right. So if you guys are interested to learn the several topics that I talk about, okay, then please do join me in positive shift. By the way, I'm only going to do this once, this topic only once, right? I will not do it again. Okay. One of the reason is because Team Joya, the management, they would like us to create new courses every time. So they don't encourage us to stick to one course and teach it over and over again. So every course that I teach right now is only once. So I may not be able to teach this the second time. Okay. All right, guys, please do join me because there is no second chance. All right. Thank you, Mariana. You're already in. Thank you, Fong Fong. You're already in. All right. Okay. Right. So I will share. By the way, let me tell you the good stuff, right? Not only this course, there will be bonus program for you guys as well, right? So I have done this program called the Feng Shui calibration, somewhere in July. So those have already signed up earlier, you have attended this. If you have not signed up for this, Feng Shui calibration will be passed. You will also replay, you will get the replay. Yeah, but the replay is only for 7 days. Please watch it within 7 days. Okay. So if you sign up Positive Shift right now, you will get the replay for Feng Shui calibration as well. What is Feng Shui calibration? Yeah, I need some water. Okay, what is Feng Shui calibration? Feng Shui calibration is a class that I designed to teach you how to period 9 your house in a step-by-step guide. Yeah, so there are actually 3 techniques or 3 methods you can use to period 9 your house. So any house that you are staying right now, regardless whether it's whatever period it is, you can still period 9 your house based on these 3 methods. All right. So if you want to know and learn how to period 9 your house by yourself, watch this. Okay, you cannot miss this. Okay. Second bonus I'm going to give you guys as well is timing your move. And this timing your move is going to be coming soon, very, very soon, in 1 month time. Yeah. So you need to register now, right? Okay, because I need to prepare for this course. Timing your move, what is it? It's actually a date selection course. All right. In the Positive Shift, date selection is to teach you about Feng Shui activation. Timing your move is a date selection course that teach you how to select dates for personal activities. For example, marriage. For example, opening a new business. For example, signing an important contract. For example, starting a new job, right? So you might want to consider learning how to select good date and good time to do all these important activities in your life. All right. Okay. So you shouldn't miss this because nowadays we don't really teach the date selection class so often anymore. Very, very rare we have date selection class. So if you want to know how to do date selection by yourself, come join me in this class. And one more, right? I have one more bonus for you guys. Okay. So this is an extra limited bonuses, is getting to know the San Yuan Xuan Kong Lo Ban. Some of you guys have a Lo Ban, but you do not know how to use it, right? So I'm going to dedicate a class just to teach you how to use the Lo Ban. Not only the San Yuan Lo Ban, but the period 9 Lo Ban, if you guys have, how to use it. Okay. And of course, for me, this class is too easy. Yeah, too easy. So I'm going to add in during the limited bonus class, which is the San Yuan Lo Ban. Because you guys are in my Telegram, right? If you guys are in my Telegram, there's a guy called Ka Chao. Ka Chao, are you here, Ka Chao? I love your name, man. Okay, Ka Chao, if you are here, you guys have to thank him because he asked me 2 questions, and I would like to answer and teach you guys these 2 questions. questions number one he asks is how to mitigate lawsuit, right? Right, Kachao, you are here. Very good. Okay, how to mitigate lawsuit. Okay, so I'm going to include in the special bonus, limited bonus class to teach you guys how do you mitigate lawsuit problem. All right. Okay, and then Kachao also asked another question recently. Yeah, what was your question again, Kachao? Recently, just recently. Okay, yeah. Let me find the questions. Yeah, I love you guys, man. Right, you are the man, Kachao. I love you. Okay, because of you, yeah, I decided to give so much bonus out, you know. Okay, let me go through my Telegram again. Yeah, I need to find your questions. All right. Okay, how to tap Feng Shui from stagnant water if your window or balcony do not face them directly? Very good questions, right? Okay, limited bonus. I will answer this as well. All right. Okay. So guys, all this, if you add together, it's going to cost you $1,788. But of course, I will give you all free just for the portion of the price of the positive shift only. All right. So do join me, www.joyak.com/positive shift. Only USD is 497. That's it. Yeah, 497. This is what you get. Right? You learn how to mitigate problems. You learn how to activate the insurance style. You learn how to use the fast wealth fighting tree killing forbidden technique. And of course, the most important and most dangerous forbidden technique is taming the 5 yellow, right? So I believe these are the courses that you will not be able to find somewhere else unless Dato' Joyak decided to teach him in the future. Okay, so I don't know whether he will do it or not. I'm not sure. And this is one time only. There will not be a repeat, right? There will not be a repeat. So I see you guys in this, right? Okay, positive shift. How much in 2 days? 497, right? 497, you get like 5 days of program, right? Okay, so sound fair? 5 days of program for only 497. Yeah, is the positive shift will be recorded? Yes, it will be recorded. So you will get the replay as well. But I believe it's only a limited replay. I mean, 7 days limited replay. I don't know how long, maybe 7 days, maybe 30 days. I don't know. Yeah, depends on the management. Right. Okay. All right. So again, thank you very much, guys. So I will see you guys in the second bonus, which is timing your move. All right, timing your move. Okay. So 29 August, put it in your calendar. I will see you guys in that class. Okay. And then September 9 and 10 will be the positive shift. Limited bonus will be after that. Maybe end of the September, maybe in the early of October. I haven't got a date yet. Yeah, I haven't got a date yet. So when I got a date, I'll announce to you guys in the Telegram group. All right. Again, thank you very much, guys. I will see you in Timing Your Move, 29th of August. And thank you very much for joining me. And I will guarantee you that you will not regret joining my program. And I will also guarantee you that you will love my program. Thank you very much. See you guys on the second bonus. Bye-bye.
I may be crazy.